Got to change all my shit. Hey, person number one, how you doing? What's going on? We've got like an hour and 45 minutes, I think, until Spider-Man unlocks for me. It kind of tripped me out a little bit because the time on my home screen was different than the time when I actually clicked on the app. Hey, Chapel. The app actually, when I click on Spider-Man Miles Morales, it actually says it's playable right now, but it won't start it. But when I go to the home screen, it still says that there's still an hour and 45 minutes. So I don't know what the hell's going on with it. So I'm just going to wait till 11 my time and try to start it up, and hopefully it'll work. Did you try the party thing yet, Chapel? Hold on. What's going on, person number 3 and 4? And 2. Feel free to write in the chat. Like I said, once Spider-Man unlocks for me, I'll be playing it. So that'll be in about, I think it unlocks at 11 my time, so that's about an hour and 45 minutes. So we can chill and talk until then. Hold on, Chapel. Let me make it larger so I can read. What is this shit? No. Feel free to write in the chat. Oh, it wasn't the same? Okay. I was going to attempt to try to grab a PS5 tonight at midnight, see if I can grab one from Best Buy and have my brother pick it up tomorrow, but I don't know if my nose is going to be fast enough to grab one. Yeah, I know, me too. Especially now that I have the controller, I want to test it out. Here, you go over here because I don't really need you right now. I need some water in my life. That's what I need. Oh, I need to slow down on the water. I'm not gonna. I need to. I'm not gonna have any to drink while I'm playing the game. I was tempted to ask one of my buddies who writes code. He knows how to write bots. To see if he would write me a bot to snag a PS5 right when it started, or at least have a better chance to snag a PS5. But he's busy doing other stuff. Yeah, you're not really going to be able to do anything with it. But what's going on, person number 3? Yeah, the only reason I had the PS5 controller was because I wasn't able to cancel my pre-order. I was able to cancel the pre-order for the camera, but by the time I got to the pre-order page, Amazon had already sent me the controller. I'd love to get my hands and tongue on a PS5. Although I was reading some accessibility reviews, and apparently they don't have a zoom function at all on the PS5 right now. Which is kind of a step, which is definitely a step back from the PS4, because the PS4 had a zoom function from the very beginning. Now, it should have been improved because I couldn't use the zoom while streaming, which was a pain in the ass. But kind of miffs me a little bit that they don't actually have the zoom function from the beginning, but I'm sure they'll add it in there eventually. They do have text to speech on pretty much everything, though, which is a plus. So at least if I can get text to speech for most stuff, uh, that'll be worth it. I'm hoping they offer more options for the text to speech voice, because Sony's text to speech voice is annoying as shit. And all the variations are annoying. Drives me nuts. But I'm guessing I probably won't be able to get a PS5 till next year, beginning of next year, unless I'm lucky and happen to see when I'm on Amazon at some point. But I'm assuming they're all going to be sold out. Bots are going to grab them all. And I am excited that Bug Snacks is the first PS5 game on Plus. What's also going to be interesting is that the HD camera for streaming doesn't have a mic in it. So the only mic I'll really be able to work with, at least as far as I know for right now, is going to be the microphone in the camera. Excuse me, not in the camera, in the controller. Unless I can find a headset this size with a microphone that's not going to get in my way that I can plug into the PS4 5. Uh, but most of the headsets I've been looking at are the big ass ones with the big cups that cover your ears, and that's way too hard for me to turn my head. Oh, 12 p.m. Nice. I'll have to try that out too. Sweet. Do you know what you need to pick up stuff from Walmart? Like, cause I'd have my brother go grab it for me, but my brother doesn't live with me. He lives like 10 miles away. I know with Best Buy, all I would have to do is put his name as the person to pick something up, and then I'd give him the order number, and that's all he would need. But I know some retailers require you to have the credit card. Only those times. Okay. My nose is itchy. Well, thanks for the heads up. Good to know. Like I said, I'm still not sure about the controller because, like I said, I have the controller and I messed around with it a little bit, but given that I can't play anything, I definitely know those adaptive triggers are going to be turned the fuck off because that's just going to make it way harder for me to play. I'm going to play. I'm going to try them. Like I'll try them with Astro's Playroom and I'll try them with other games, but I have a feeling those things are going to be turned right off. The haptic feedback, it depends. Sometimes I leave vibration on in games because sometimes developers, like I think in Miles Morales, actually I was reading, they have vibration when you're by certain to give you certain clues that you're around certain objects. The Last of Us 2 had those too. So for stuff like that, just because my blind self, I might leave it on as long as it's not too distracting. Having to lick something and have something constantly vibrating in your mouth is not the greatest feeling in the world. Person number 4 and 5, how you doing? Feel free to write in the chat. You planning on playing the new Spider-Man game? You planning on getting the new PS5 tomorrow? Or today, depending on where you're at. Also, if you want to hit the sub button, that'd be awesome. Oh, that's cool. What I really liked in The Last of Us 2 was the contrast mode. Uh, really helped. I noticed with Spider-Man Miles Morales, they're supposed to have like a super contrast mode when you're in Spidey Sense mode, which I think will help a lot. Um, they also have a feature on there that will keep the camera in the direction of where my main objective is, so I won't get lost. But I'm not going to implement that until it gets really annoying, because I know Fliz, who I don't know if he's watching yet, likes to play a drinking game that every time I get lost in a game, he has a beer. So I know, just so he can get drunk, I'm not going to use that a lot unless I get really frustrated. I get lost a lot. Oh, especially in Dark Pictures, A Little Hope. I was getting lost all the time in the damn fog. That was ridiculous. Fliz must have been like drunk off his ass the entire time, every time I played that game. What's going on, person number 6? But yeah, I'm excited about Miles Morales. I'm excited about some of the extra little accessibility features they added. So it'll be neat to check it out. The first Spider-Man was pretty accessible as it was. Uh, so just adding a couple things. I wish developers would add text-to-speech more often, or at least make the font big enough so I could read it. But of course, if Sony unlocked the zoom function and I could just use the fucking zoom function rather than having to deal with any of that, uh, it would be easier. But you know why they have the zoom function locked while streaming, I'll never guess. I'm assuming it's so you guys don't see the screen zooming in or something, which I could give a shit less about that. You guys just have to deal with it. I didn't realize you guys could hear text to speech when I was playing until um, somebody told me last stream. Which game's an amazing game? The first Spider-Man? Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I actually was able to I got to the very last guy before I actually needed help uh, playing. I was very proud of myself with that one. Once I got to the last boss, it got a little bit too quick. Person number 7, what's going on? How you doing? Where you from? What are you playing? What are you doing? What do you say? If I can get a hold of a PS5, I will. Oh yeah, Little Hope was amazing. I loved that game. Actually, I was tweeting back and forth with the developers about accessibility uh, after they first announced it. They're pretty awesome about responding. Yes, I am still on the Xbox. I'll probably be getting the new Xbox too eventually. But since most of my friends are on PlayStation and most of the games I like to play are on PlayStation, uh, that's the first console I plan on getting. Plus, I can lick this controller better than I can the Xbox. Well, as you guys know, anybody who's seen me stream on Xbox, at least when I was streaming on Xbox when Mixer was a thing, I have to use a PlayStation controller with a dongle on the Xbox. Uh, yeah, I play on the Xbox a couple times a week because I collect all the stupid Microsoft points. I was actually just gonna start a game of Dead Space and try it out, see how cripple friendly it was the other day. Have you seen the trailer for the House of Ashes, the one that's the next Dark Pictures series? I still need to play Little Hope in multiplayer with some people. I keep wanting to get a hold of some of the other Playroom streamers and see if we can get together and do a stream. All of us. I think it would be amusing. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 9:34 p.m.
Oh, we got another hour and a half until Miles Morales unlocks. I hope, unless it glitches. Like I said, when I click on it, it says when it says 0000000 as far as time before it's playable, but when it just blinks. But then when I exit out and I'm at the home screen, it says there's an hour and a half left. So I'll just let it go for an hour and a half, and hopefully it works. Hopefully I don't have to re-download the damn thing or something. Yeah, I know there's 8 more. I know they had planned on 10 of them, but they at the end of Little Hope they showed the trailer for the one for next year. They're pretty much releasing one a year, which is awesome. Kind of reminds me of the old Telltale games where Telltale always released one game a year. I can always count on that one game. But this just happens to be a horror game, which is awesome. I actually wasn't a huge fan of the first one. The story didn't really capture me too much, but Little Hope really grabbed me. I really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, they said 99% of games are playable for backwards compatibility on the PS5. Oh, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. If you have any other social media and you feel like subbing, I'm on Instagram and Twitter. And I've got a Twitch. It's Ackrin, the same thing. I haven't used Twitch in a little bit because I'm actually eligible to make money on Twitch, but I got in trouble last time for making too much money. Well, for making money at all. So I got to figure out how I can make money and not lose any of my caregiver services and stuff. Or I'll just, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which community at this point is more active, YouTube or Twitch, because I like my comments. But I'm still planning on posting stuff on YouTube. Awesome. Thank you so much. I really want to drink this water, but I know once I start playing Spider-Man, I'm going to get cottonmouth from licking the controller. Person number 5, what's going on? Feel free to write in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. Or not. I always love after I point out somebody's walked in, came in the chat, then the counter just. Um, there's a game coming out in December called. What is it called? Twin Mirror. I'm interested in. It's by the developer Don't Nod, which I like a lot. They did the Life is Strange games. So I'm excited about that. I was supposed to have gotten in Watch Dogs Legion, but Gamefly said they sent it out a week and a half ago and it still hasn't gotten here. So I've already got Miles Morales. I don't even kind of want Watch Dogs at this point. I'd rather just finish that. And I want to play that game, that Chicken Police game that came out. Uh, was it last week? It looks pretty much like a point and click, almost like a Telltale game, but you're playing as chicken detectives. It just looks weird, which is right up my alley. Nice. That's awesome. Oh, it's okay, Fliz. What movie were you watching? I, I don't know. See, when I'm on my home screen, it says, well, let me check. Give me a second. Oh, home screen, bitches. Alright. When I'm on the home screen, it says an hour and 15 minutes. When I click on it and it says playable in, it's all zeros. So, I don't know. I figure I'll just wait for an hour and 15 and see if it's playable. If not, I might have to re-download it. Maybe there was a glitch or something. I'm hoping not, but I've never had the playable time and the time just on the uh, game card itself not be the same time, but they were like 2 hours off. It was really weird. All right, well then I'll just wait till the one on the actual card goes to zero. Because again, I click on it, it just flashes 0, 0. Good to know I'm not the only one who's had that happen. Yeah, definitely. They always gonna mess up something. I'm kind of curious how long it's gonna be till there are PlayStation PS5s just sitting on store shelves where you could just walk in and grab one. Really, you think so? Yeah, I could see that. And probably because in the spring, then COVID should hopefully die down a little bit. And production could probably be beefed up a little bit. Person number 5, what's going on? Where you from? How you doing? What's going on? How you doing, Calvin? FIFA, huh? Oh no. Football. What am I thinking of the wrong game? I get all these sports games all mixed up. If anyone knows me, I don't play sports games. Except for Home Run Derby. And on a rare occasion, I'll play Rocket League. I would actually love for there to be more multiplayer games that I could play. I would love for them to add some accessibility features to the check system in Dead by Daylight. 'Cause I know Chapel, you're always playing that, and a couple of my other friends are always playing that. I also kind of would hope that Rockstar would add some accessibility to running in GTA 5 because I would totally play GTA 5. I think I wouldn't have a problem playing GTA 5. I mean, you're not going to ask me to drive because I wouldn't be able to drive for shit. But I'm sure I could play GTA 5 fine if it wasn't for the fact that I had to keep hitting the run button so much with my tongue. My little tongue gets tired. Oh, Cyberpunk's coming out next month. I thought it was held back again. It's on my GameFly list to rent. So, I mean, if it comes in, I shall play it. It looks interesting. Assassin's Creed. The only Assassin's Creed game I liked was Origins. I think I streamed Origins, or at least I streamed Origins as far as I could get in it. I think it got to a certain point where it got too hard and I had to stop. But I like Egyptology. Egyptology, is that what it's called? I can't think of what. I know there's a name for it. And I feel like Egyptology is not what it is. But I'm slightly medicated at the moment, so my brain isn't quite functioning at a complete 100%. But that just doesn't sound right. Hmm. I don't know the story behind Syndicate. I'd have to read up on it. I know EPB, and Diva, if I could wake up in the morning, are supposed to play Far Cry 5 together. But that's all on me because I have insomnia, so I never wake. I never end up waking up in the morning in time to get to play with them. I got pretty far in that game to streaming it, but I got to a certain point where I had to stop. But I'd really like to find out what happens at the end of that game. What's going on, person number 5? How you doing? Person number 6, feel free to write in the chat. Um, Trying to think if I've actually played. Yeah, I think Origins is pretty much the only Assassin's Creed game I've actually like attempted to play the whole way through. I'm sure I've dabbled with other ones, but that was the only one that really caught my interest. So like I said, Twin Mirror that is supposed to come out in December. I'm interested in that. Um, what is the other game? Oh, it's gonna bug me. It's not coming out till next year. Well, one, the game Stray for PS5, but what is the name of the other game? Oh, the Stanley Parable Super Deluxe. I really want to play that. That game looks hilarious. Hey, Mark, what's going on? Wow, Mark, took you a while to get in here. You're usually like the first one in here. What's going on? How's your day? I'm alright, just waiting for the game to Spider-Man to unlock. I was tempted to play a bunch of Tetris before, excuse me, before Spider-Man, but I figured I'd save my back a little bit so I can play a little bit longer. On Spider-Man, I have been playing. They released the multiplayer part of the Tetris Effect on the Xbox recently, so I got to try that out. Uh, Cause I love the Tetris Effect on the PS4. I play that. I stream that at least a couple times a week, especially if I can't sleep and I get insomnia in the middle of the night. I'll just throw Tetris on and I'll stream it for a little bit. Uh, but I guess Xbox got the multiplayer exclusive for however many months. Uh, it's pretty cool, actually. Person number 7 and 8, how you doing? What's going on? Liam, how you doing? Oh yeah, most of my gaming is done on the PS4. All my friends are on the PS4. Most of my money I've spent on the PS4. I've only had an Xbox for 6 months. My brother gave me his extra one. Once we found a dongle that I could hook up to it and use a PS4 controller on it, I just wanted to test it out. And their games are okay. They've got way better accessibility than PlayStation does. I mean, their accessibility kind of blows PlayStation out of the water, but all my friends and all the good games that I like are on PlayStation. That and Game Pass is a pretty good deal, especially now that it's just added EA Access. So it is a good deal. I can't knock it. But like I said, most of my friends and all the main games I like to play are on PlayStation. So That'll be the first system I'm getting. I'll eventually get the new Xbox at some point. Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that. No, I don't have the PS5 now. I got the controller early in the mail last week from Amazon. I wasn't able to cancel the pre-order in time. I was able to cancel the camera pre-order in time, but they had sent out the controller. I completely forgot I had pre-ordered either of those. Uh, actually, until Amazon was like, "You still got this in your cart," and I'm like, "Well." I figured at that point didn't get a pre-order for the first wave. I figured I wasn't gonna get one, so. Uh, or the second wave. I don't know how many waves there's been so far. They have a lickable version of the PS5. Awesome. Is it flavored? I've always thought about making like only something like the consistency of like fruit roll-ups to put on top of my analog sticks, just to make them taste like something. Because plastic don't taste good. Basically, if you have a PS5 in the house, you can play PS5 games from your PS4 by streaming it through your Wi-Fi. So say if you lived in a house with, you know, a bunch of kids, and let's say your PS5 is in the living room, your son could stream the PS5 games to his PS4 in his room. Your daughter could, and then you could do it in your main bedroom, etc., etc., etc. I think you could also. They also have a PC app. I think. Wow, my clone really likes talking about Woodies. What's going on, person number 7? I didn't say anything. That's a fake. That's someone using my name. Does it look like I've been able to type anything? You've been watching me this entire time. You haven't seen me type my nose or use voice recognition to write anything, so it's not me. Unless I can now type using my mind, which would be cool. Is it time yet? Oh my god. I should have waited to start streaming. Yeah, it probably is the same guy that was using your name the other time. Probably. What about you, Mark? Any games you interested in? Fliz, anything you're interested in? KMP, I've been alright. How about yourself? Thanks for writing in the chat. I appreciate it. That's awesome. What's going on, person number 8 and 9? How you doing? I already said what's going on like 3 times. Well, twice. Yeah, I didn't recognize your name, but I figured I'd say hi anyways. Uh, nope, don't remember you, but I will next time. Assuming this is the name you're going to come in on. How long has it been since you've been in? Person number 6, I'm looking at you. She's right in the chat. Oh, Mark. I had a gyro for dinner. Well, cool. Now that I know, I'll keep that in mind. What did you have for dinner, Mark? Preston, number 7. How you doing? What's going on? How's your night or morning? Oh, I really shouldn't. I really want to drink this water. Hey, person number 8. What's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Feel free to write in the chat. Man, I really just want to start the game already. Tapping sound? Well, if you're hearing that, that might be a cat. I think there's a cat locked in my room. If we're talking about the same sound. I can't tell if they're locked in here or if they're trying to get in, or excuse me, or trying to open the door. They've been making it a habit of like sleeping in my closet for some reason. They don't want to have anything to do with me. They love Nikki. When my caregiver's here, my cat Sly goes nuts. He's all over her. He wants to be sitting on her boobs. He'll drink out of her water. He's all in her face. But he wants nothing to do with me. It's alright. You have popcorn shrimp. I'm not a fan of shrimp. I'm not a huge fan of seafood in general. I like tuna fish, but you've got to have a tuna fish sandwich. But I can't stand regular fish except for my brother makes a lemon pepper some type of fish, but it doesn't really taste like fish. It just tastes like lemon and pepper. Uh, but yeah, even like fish sticks. If I'm eating fish sticks, I have to have a shit ton of tartar sauce or something on it, to where it's pretty much unrecognizable as fish. Um, I don't mind crab legs. They're all right. And crab meat's not bad either. Yeah, I know what you mean. It tastes fishy, right? These fucking Alex Jones. What's a Shycom? Chicom? I'm pretty sure I'm fucking up the pronunciation of whatever you're trying to put on there. Hey, person number 7, how you doing? What's going on? Sounds like Alex Jones, all right. I'm not gonna ban Alex Jones. He hasn't done anything worth banning. I'm not a huge banning person. I'm not even a huge timeout people. I'm not even huge at having people timed out. I only banned you on accident, Mike. I had no idea you were banned until you told me. I'm not easily offended, so I tend to not ban people, even if they're being stupid. As long as they're not too super annoying, you know, I let people say what they're gonna say. Fucking app. I hope there's a better way to. Hope there's a better way to IRL stream on PS5. I would have the text to speech on, but I know some asshole's gonna come in here and make the text to speech say something stupid. And I'd rather not have to deal with it. This is why I wish Sony hadn't screwed up the party chat system, because, like I said before, my original intent months ago was to start leaving a party open and just letting one or two people just jump in to do kind of like a talk show. That way I don't have to read the chat so much. Or at least find another permanent person who wants to come in and help me read the chat. Uh, that would be my ideal, because then I have someone to bounce off of, and when I'm here with, you know, a bunch of people staring at me or zero people in here, it's a lot easier to hang out and talk to somebody than stare at my own face. Jason, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome back. Why would you say I have an amazing look on things? How does the way I look at things differ? I'm just kind of curious. I really want this water. Oh, how much water do I have left? No, I gotta save it. I hope. Oh, well, the other thing, I used to be a troll in my early 20s when the internet was new, and trolls are lame nowadays. They try to insult me with. I've been legally blind my entire life, and then I crippled myself when I was. And I broke my neck when I was 14, so I've heard everything a troll could throw at me. Hell, I call myself crippled all the time. I make fun of myself constantly. Actually, I make fun of pretty much everybody. But out of love, I love everyone. I like trolls. Well, the one time when I got a big giant troll raid, that was actually pretty fun. I think that was just 45 minutes of me just going back and forth with the trolls. You're cool. I don't mind. Wait, why are you apologizing? No, feel free. You play your phone. Yeah. I was born with a vision problem, and then I decided to be a stupid teenager and got myself into an accident, which ended up landing me like this. A jet ski accident. I was with a couple of my friends who didn't realize I had a vision problem. Because unless you see me read something or you pay attention to my eyes, you can't really tell because I can do everything else pretty much, you know, on my own, uh, obviously. But apparently, I don't remember. I just hear the stories about it, but apparently, at some point, I wanted to get on the front of the jet ski and drive for a little bit, and the lake was low that year, and I got close to shore, and apparently there was a sandbar just under the water close to shore that I didn't see, and I hit the sandbar at a pretty high rate of speed and flew headfirst into a tree. But legally blind people shouldn't drive jet skis, but 14-year-olds are stupid. Yeah, Mark, as soon as as soon as the game unlocks, I'll stream it. I'm actually getting a little bit antsy right now. by the way, anybody who's new, I do not mind questions about my disability. I actually will occasionally, I need to do another. I will occasionally do streams called Ask a Cripple. I don't mind questions as long as someone's not deliberately trying to be an asshole. Because I feel that a lot of people have more questions. Like, for example, I see people sometimes staring at me when I'm out and about. And I don't think necessarily people are staring at me because they're trying to be an asshole. I have a theory that they have a question. They're thinking something like, how does he do this, or what does he do this, or what happened? They're thinking something they want to ask, but everyone gets offended by everything. So no one's actually ever going to come up and ask me because they're going to be afraid to offend me. But I'm pretty easygoing with most questions. I figure me telling everyone else what they need to know, if I can inform someone on something new, that's more people that know about it and less people that are going to stare at me or treat me differently. How old am I? I'm 38. Nope, can't use my legs at all. My arms used to be able to stretch out a little bit more, but as you get older, things tend to tighten up. Uh, Plus, smartphones, uh, I think, were a big problem for me because they triggered my ADHD, so I have to constantly check my phone. So when you're constantly like this, especially since I have to have the phone so close to actually read it, fucking A, man. I just want to play my game. I can move the top parts of me. I can move my arms. I can move the very top of me. I can use my arms to pull and grab. Uh, like I said, I used to be a lot more stretchy in the arm areas, but you'll be able to see if anybody checks out my Instagram. There are pictures of me from before my accident and then early on in my accident compared to now. I mean, no, I'd have to be put in my wheelchair, and then once I was in a wheelchair, I've got an electric wheelchair, I could move on my own. But as far as me getting up right now and going into another room, not happening. Well, I mean, I suppose I could throw myself off the bed if I needed to, and if the door was open, I could crawl my way uh, into the other room. Yeah, no problem. No, I can't take a shower by myself. That's what Nikki helps me with. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 10:35 p.m.
I keep. I have to keep remembering my wall clock is 10 minutes fast. It's been 5 minutes fast the last year, and then my stepdad just turned the clock back or forward or whatever the hell we just did, and he made it 15 minutes fast. So now I have to keep that in mind. Or just ask Alexa. Shh, shh, shh. I'm not talking to you. Yes, Mark, Nikki has seen me naked. Hell, if there were a market for cripple porn, everybody could see me naked. No, my mom, and my stepdad live here too. I've got a caregiver during the day. It's just right now everybody's asleep. Well, my mom's not here right now, but my stepdad's here. He's asleep, and he has to get up at 5 in the morning, which is why I'm trying to conserve my water. Because I know when I start playing Spider-Man, I'm already medicated, so I've already got cotton mouth. And I know once I start licking the controller, my cotton mouth is going to be even worse. So I'm trying to conserve water. But I'm really thirsty. Hey, don't say sorry for questions. You're gaining information that one day might help you in some type of quiz show. I don't like I said, I don't mind questions, man. As long as you're not trying to be an asshole, I'm fine. Which you aren't, obviously. Does my brother ever help me what? Yeah, my brother comes out and helps and does stuff. He used to take me to doctor's appointments and stuff. Well, my brother's 10 years older than me, so he doesn't live here. No, I've got a. No, I can drink as much water as I want. It's just, I'm not going to wake my stepdad up to refill this. I don't want to be an asshole and wake him up. Because I know he's got to be up at 5 in the morning. And I know what's going to happen the minute I put my mouth on that controller. After 10 minutes, I'm going to have to stop and drink water. Where am I from? I'm from Chicago. Oh, nice. Thank you. Oh. Well, thanks everybody for sticking around. Cleveland. Isn't half of Ohio Central Time and the other half is. Or is that Indiana I'm thinking of? I can't remember. What time zone are you from? It might be Indiana I'm thinking of. Hold on. Where did the app go? Where did the app go? There it is. Alright, I'm taking a little sip of this water. Just a little. Woo! Man, my mouth was like a desert. That feels so much better. You people in the future. What's going on, person number 7? How you doing? I don't know. Like I said, once I'm able to unlock the game in however many minutes, uh, 13 minutes, I'm gonna switch to the game. So hopefully you all will join me when I switch to Spider-Man. Now I lost the damn app again. Oh, I'm sorry, Mark. You might just have to watch the replay of the stream on YouTube. Like I said, it's like 11 minutes now. I'll switch to Spider-Man as long as it unlocks with no problem. But again, you got to remember it's me. Oh shit! Damn it! I lost the app again. God damn it! Come on. Oh. All right. Well. Uh. Thanks, Rob. You are too. Hey, person number 6. How you doing? What's going on? Hey, Rob. If you want to add me on the PSN, feel free. Oh, thank you, Mark. Well, like I said, about 8 minutes, I'll be switching to Spider-Man. It'll probably take me about 5 minutes, so if anybody wants to come along for the ride, you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. And also hit the little notification bell, if you don't mind. That way you get notifications. I keep forgetting to tell people to do that. But yeah, I was happy we hit it. We hit the milestone of 300 uh, subscribers last week, which was awesome. So I reset our goal to 350. I figure small goals. I'm trying to see if when Extra Life ends, uh, the Extra Life charity stuff ends, because I already raised $617 this year. I was thinking about doing it again one weekend. Uh, but I might wait till next year just because of everything that's going on. I don't know. Yeah, that's what it is. Is it time? 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 Oh, 8 minutes. The one thing I did hear about the PS5 that I thought was kind of cool is that right when you boot it up, uh, if you sit there and don't do anything with it, it'll automatically go into text to speech mode. So, like the first time you boot it up, if you're visually impaired or and you need a screen reader or anything, you sit there for, I forget how long it is. I think it's like 10 or 20 seconds, and the screen reader automatically starts uh, going. I think that's just on first boot up though. Just you can adjust that in the settings, but it's kind of cool that they thought about that uh, for people who are just opening their console. Ooh, I saved myself from dropping it on my face. Kind of. Let me my phone is fully charged. Let me plug in my controller real quick. For real cord. Let me make sure it's charging real quick. Yes, it is. Okay. All right, everybody. I'm gonna get off. I will be back on in about 10 minutes. possibly sooner, playing Miles Morales. I will see you in about 10 minutes so we can get our Spidey on. Thank you, Evan. Get my headphones all adjusted. I'm excited. Like I said, I'll be back. Gonna make sure all my tweets and everything are all in order. See you guys in about 10. Love you guys. Bye.